Hello, friends! Welcome back to Narrative Realm. Today's story is about the Midsummer Night Festival, which is widely celebrated in Europe in June. So sit back and learn about this festive occasion through our story.
In the picturesque town of Luleå, Sweden, nestled by the serene waters of the Gulf of Bothnia, the air was filled with a sense of magic and anticipation. The townspeople were busy preparing for Midsummer, one of the most cherished and awaited festivals in Sweden. It was a time for dancing around the maypole, singing traditional songs, and feasting on fresh herring and strawberries. But above all, it was a time to celebrate the light and life that summer brought to their northern town. Young Astrid, a bright and curious 12-year-old girl, eagerly looked forward to Midsummer each year. She loved the flowers, the laughter, and the stories her grandmother told by the bonfire. However, this year was different. Her father, Eric, had been out of work for months, and the financial strain weighed heavily on their family. Despite the festive preparations around her, Astrid couldn't shake the worry that clung to her like a shadow. One evening, as Astrid walked along the shoreline, she noticed an elderly woman struggling with a heavy basket. Without hesitation, she ran over to help. The woman, with silver hair and kind eyes, smiled warmly at Astrid.
"Thank you, dear child,"
the woman said.
"My name is Ellen. It's been a while since I've been able to visit Luleå, and it seems I've underestimated how much I can carry."
Astrid introduced herself and offered to walk Elin to her small cottage on the outskirts of town. Along the way, they talked about the upcoming midsummer celebrations. Elin shared tales of ancient customs and traditions, some of which Astrid had never heard before. As they reached Elin's cottage, Astrid noticed a beautiful, intricately carved wooden box on a shelf. Her eyes lit up with curiosity.
"That box has been in my family for generations,"
Elin explained.
"It's said to hold a special gift, one that can bring great joy to whoever possesses it, but it can only be opened on Midsummer night by someone pure of heart."
Astrid's imagination ran wild with possibilities, but she kept her thoughts to herself. She thanked Elin for the stories and promised to visit again soon. The days leading up to Midsummer were filled with preparations. Despite their hardships, Astrid's family worked together to make the best of what they had. Her mother, Ingrid, baked bread, and her father helped set up the maypole in the town square. Astrid spent her time gathering wildflowers and making wreaths, her mind often drifting back to Elin and the mysterious box. On Midsummer's Eve, the town gathered to celebrate. The air was filled with laughter, music, and the scent of fresh flowers. As the sun began to dip towards the horizon, Astrid decided to visit Elin's cottage once more. Elin welcomed her with a warm embrace.
"I was hoping you would come,"
she said.
"The box is ready to be opened if you're willing."
With a mixture of excitement and nervousness, Astrid approached the box. She gently lifted the lid, and inside, she found a simple, yet beautifully woven, crown of flowers and leaves. Elin's eyes twinkled as she placed the crown on Astrid's head.
"This crown represents the true spirit of Midsummer.
Elin explained.
It symbolizes the light, hope, and renewal that this season brings, but its true power lies in the intention and actions of the one who wears it."
Feeling a surge of inspiration, Astrid thanked Elin and hurried back to the town square. She found her parents and shared the story of the crown. With renewed energy, she encouraged everyone to come together, not just in celebration, but in support of one another. Throughout the night, Astrid, wearing the crown, led the children in dances and games. She helped serve food and ensured everyone felt included. Her joy and generosity were infectious, and soon, the entire town was swept up in the spirit of unity and kindness. As the first light of dawn began to break, Astrid stood with her family, watching the horizon. The worries that had weighed them down seemed to have lifted, replaced by a sense of hope and togetherness. Eric, inspired by his daughter's actions, vowed to continue working hard and to seek out new opportunities. Elin watched from a distance, a satisfied smile on her face. She knew that the true gift of the box was not the crown itself, but the lesson it imparted, that even in the face of hardship, the power of kindness and community could bring light to the darkest of times. That midsummer night, the town of Lulea discovered that the greatest gifts are those that come from the heart, bringing people together and illuminating the path forward, just as the endless summer days illuminated their world.
The story's moral is that the true spirit of festivals and celebrations lies in kindness, community, and togetherness. By coming together and supporting one another, people can overcome challenges and create a brighter, more joyful future. We hope you learned and enjoyed the story about the Midsummer Night Festival, which is the longest day of the year. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more interesting and moral stories. Thanks for watching.